Welcome back to my channel. These are the adventures, and I am going to talk to you about all the incentives that I have or offer in my classroom. Okay, so I'll discuss a little bit about it, and then what I'll do is I will show you footage that I took in my classroom of the various incentives that I have. So I have several different kinds. So the first one that I have is run by the children, and it's in these paint cans that are decorative. They're filled with different types of candy, and the children learn to do it amongst themselves. I do not control it. No one else controls it but them. So for instance, we have one that's called Being Very Nice, and it has gummy bears in there. So if the children are working together and something wonderful happens and they're like, oh, you're being very nice, then a child can run over and get a treat. There's also another one where they're sitting together and they're talking or they're working or whatever, going about their day, and they recognize that their teammate is doing a really good job with their assignment. They'll say, well, you're a superstar worker, so they can run over and get a starburst. And I will show you what that looks like in a minute. Starbursts are for superstar work. Smarties are for being smarty. Crisp work gets Rice Krispie treats. Mints, thank you for your commitment. And then we have Very Nice gummy bears. Okay, so the next opportunity that the students have to earn a treat or be recognized for their good work, I control. And it happens through the course of the day. There's all different types of ways that it could happen, and they will be given tokens. And the tokens range from 1 to 30. And then I have a shopping cart, which I will show you, and it's filled with all kinds of goodies. There are things from 1 to 30. It also teaches the children responsibility because they have to keep these tokens in their pouch. If they lose them, they lose them. They don't get replaced. And it also helps them to maybe save up. Just because they have 5 tokens, they may want to hurry up and spend it. Some people are like that. And some of the students are like, oh no, there's something in there for 30 tokens I want to save up for. And they earn these tokens by using a wonderful vocabulary correctly, maybe working super hard in guided reading with me, and I reward them for that. Sometimes it's where we do a review test, and all the teams win tokens. Whoever is first place, second place, third place, fourth place, depending upon how many groups we have. And they have a choice of earning extra credit on their test or quiz or getting tokens. That's up to them. So that's just like another way that they can earn tokens. The students also get tokens because they have jobs. Everybody has chores, which switches, but jobs are all year long. So I might have 3 people that are technicians, and at the end of the month, they get paid for doing that job, and they take care of all the computers. And then I have counters. They count the things that are inside the caddies, and each month they get paid for doing that. And all of the children have the opportunity to have a clean personal space and their lockers. And I do a locker check and a space check every month, making sure everything's organized, and they can earn 30 tokens automatically for that. That is another incentive. That's the one that I control. This is the shopping cart with items ranging from 1 token to 30, and the children shop on their free time. Okay, and the next incentive is controlled by everyone outside of the classroom. It could be a cafeteria aide. It could be another teacher from another classroom that compliments them walking in the hallway. The principal, the vice principal, guidance counselor. My students go off to special and I pick them up. And what we have are these different pom-poms in different sizes, and we call them positivity pom-poms. And there's a large pom-pom, a medium, and a small, and depending upon what type of compliment they get, like, oh my goodness, they were outstanding. Well, they would get the Powerpuff pom-pom, the larger one. And we put them in a test tube, and when the test tube is filled up, then the students as a whole class decide what they would like their reward to be. Maybe it's extra PE, maybe it's something they'd like me to purchase for a book for the classroom, or some type of a game, that kind of thing. And that is everybody outside of the classroom. If I'm not there and there's a substitute and there's a wonderful report, they can earn positivity pom-poms that way. The positivity pom-poms go in the tube, and once the tube is filled, the students vote on what they want. And the last opportunity that they have is a poster size paper, which of course I'm going to show you, with something underneath it that's special. And then Post-its go across it. And what this is just for attendance and arriving on school to school on time. So let's say today 100% of the students arrived to school on time. We'll pull that off. And we had 100%, we'll pull it off. It could be that they don't earn one tomorrow, but the next day, because they have 2 people out and 2 people came late, so the next day they only had 1 person out. Well, that's an improvement, and there's one that says improvement in attendance, and we'll pull that off. And eventually when all of them are off, it will reveal what's underneath. It could be anything, and you'll see in my example that I show, like a Pop-Tart party, whatever it is, a popcorn party, or it could be extra PE, but I'm not really revealing what that is in case my students are tuning in. I don't want them to know. I want them to be eager to work for it, and you will get to see what that is. Here is another incentive. So we take a poster size paper and you draw underneath or right underneath what the prize will be or the incentive. It doesn't have to be food. In this case, it's a Pop-Tart party. And if my classroom is watching by any chance, we are not having a Pop-Tart party. I didn't want to put up what we were doing because I want you to be surprised. You could put whatever you want the reward to be. And then over here, you cover it in Post-its. And every time they meet one of those challenges, you peel the Post-it off until eventually the whole thing is revealed and they earn it. Just another way. Sorry, I'm so shaky here. So this, because I have so many different kinds of incentives in my classroom, this one focuses totally on attendance and arriving at school on time. And it's for the whole class. Okay, so these are all the incentives that I incorporate into my classroom. I know there's the philosophy of where students should be quiet in the hallway. That's what's expected to them, expected of them. Those are the expectations. And I get that, but our students are working hard all day and they need that encouragement and they do a lot of extra stuff. So I want to reward them all along the way. I want them to feel happy. I want them to feel excited, and I want them to know what it's like to earn something from each other and from me who's in charge, but I also want to give them a chance to be in charge. And I also want them to understand that, you know, they need the respect of everyone that's around them, that we're all together a team. I hope this helps you understand how it is I use the incentives. Maybe it'll give you an idea in your own classroom, or maybe you're a parent tuning in and you get to have a peek into what our day is like. Once again, I want to say thank you for tuning into the Fox's Den. These are my adventures, and I'm so excited that you're here. You have a good day.